you guys are a checkmate state. If we win Pennsylvania, we will win the presidency for Hillary Clinton. If you want to know about the character of somebody in public life, the way to know is look and see, do they have a passion for something other than themselves? Now, Donald Trump has a passion, right? But it's got to be for something other than yourself. Did that show up before you were in politics, and then did you hold on to it all the way through politics, winning or losing, in office or out? And that is who Hillary Clinton is. So when Donald Trump sort of suggests, no, you know, we can't count on it to be fair, I mean, what's he saying? He doesn't trust Pennsylvanians? You know, we started the nation in the cradle of liberty. Pennsylvanians don't know how to run an election. The United States doesn't know how to run an election. I mean, you want to be head of this nation, but you think so poorly of the nation that you say this country cannot run a fair election. Donald Trump has run an insult-driven campaign. In his opening speech, he said Mexican immigrants are rapists and criminals. He's attacked women. He's attacked Muslims. He's attacked President Obama, wasn't born in the United States, isn't a U.S. citizen. He's attacked disabled reporter and mocked them. He attacked John McCain. You can't be a hero because you were a POW. I like the ones that weren't captured. He says the American military is a disaster. He has attacked virtually every group there is in this society. And he got to the last debate, and there was no one left to attack. So why not attack the central pillar of American democracy? That's what he was doing, and that's why he cannot be our president. He can't. The candidates were asked about the situation with Russia and the fact that the FBI and the Director of National Intelligence has concluded that the Russian government is trying to engage in activity to influence and destabilize an American election. Never happened in my lifetime. I'm not sure there's really a precedent for it ever happening. But this is rock solid evidence. I'm on the Armed Services and Foreign Relations Committee. I get briefings. You get a briefing if you're a presidential candidate. Donald Trump's gotten the briefing. But he was challenged by Chris Wallace of Fox News about this. Donald Trump said, oh, we have no evidence of that. We have no evidence Russia's involved. There's no evidence. Well, he's been briefed by our top generals and intel officials. And there's no evidence of this. Why is he being Vladimir Putin's defense lawyer when he's standing on a stage in a debate? And connect it to my other thought. Wait a minute. You will not defend America's democratic traditions of free elections, but you refuse to condemn the activities of another nation that's trying to subvert our democratic election? There is something very, very funny with that. There's something suspicious with that. If Donald Trump gave us his tax returns, we might know more about where his business dealings are. We might know more about business dealings in Russia or with other nations. You can't take anything for granted because it's been a season of surprises. There have been polls that have been wrong. There have been pundits that have been wrong. Most people didn't think the GOP would nominate Donald Trump. There's been a lot of surprises. And so you can't take anything for granted. You can't take anything for granted because for the first time in the history of this country, a foreign nation, Russia, is engaging in cyber attacks to try to influence our election. I mean, we think we're going to be able to be resilient. I have confidence in our systems, but if you need one more reason to vote, how about voting to send a message to Russia or anybody else outside this country? Don't bother trying to mess with an American election. We do ours just fine. We don't need your influence. We don't need your interference. You can't take anything for granted.